Click on Show More to read along. Enjoy. Each new generation is being dumbed down, and this is where we are at today. This is the crap that they taught us and are now teaching our children. Look at any diagram of the solar eclipse that you can find. I'll include some links below. They all have the same 4 lies. Lie number 1, in reality the sun does not appear 5 to 10 times bigger than the moon. In reality they appear as the same size. Lie number 2, in reality light rays always travel at a 90 angle. In reality they do not travel from top down and from bottom up. Lie number 3, in reality light rays always runs parallel. In reality they do not converge or diverge. Lie number 4, in reality there is only one source of light, the moon-sized sun. In reality not 2, which explains why the oversized sun, they are trying to hide creation from us. When you look at the diagrams of solar eclipses, you will not find any illustrations of what we actually see, where the sun and moon fit each other. You will only find illustrations of what they want us to believe and photographs of eclipses. Have you ever seen the diagram that explains the solar eclipses? It makes perfect sense for a good reason. It's exactly and precisely reversed. Their beam of shadow makes perfect sense as a beam of light only. What's so hard about drawing 2 circles that are the same size? It's not likely that you'll go blind by looking at an eclipsed sun, as they tell us. We go blind by not looking at all. They don't want you to look because they don't want you to figure out that the sun and moon are a couple. That would show intelligence within creation. The same way that life can travel from man to woman, where it's never been before and yet thrive. Every atom is alive, conscious and intelligent. When you look at an eclipse, you're looking at the moon. You can't even see the sun. Plateaus are not a result of volcanic activity. They're not silicone-based, they're carbon-based, they're ancient petrified tree stump. You multiply the base of a tree by a factor of 20 to get its height. Some of these trees were at one time stood up to 5 miles high. They're not dead, nothing ever is, but they sure have been deprived of their glory. But science isn't the only perversion. The Bible tells us not to swear and not to take the Lord's name in vain. It tells us specifically not to take an oath in God's name or on the Bible, but in court it's mandatory that we put our hand on the Bible and swear to God. We have to sin, it's the law. Each generation is being dumbed down. We used to have a vocabulary of tens of thousands of words. Shakespeare enjoyed over 50,000 words. Today we can grunt out maybe 3,000 words. The greatest literature ever was written with a quill. It takes 2 years to become a cosmetologist, but as little as 6 months to become a cop. I guess it's 4 times more important to look good than it is to be good. This is the world that we live in. They lied about hell's description as well. Hell is not a fiery place that came from the book Dante's Inferno. On the contrary, of course, hell is when you are far removed from the presence of God's warmth and light, thinking that your life is insignificant and that you are falling forever through a bottomless pit such as outer space with nothing but certain eternal death pending. In other words, our current state of mind, the one that we were educated into, courtesy of the school board. No one is giving us free medicines, just mandatory education. And they put fluoride, the main ingredient in rat poisoning, in our toothpaste and drinking water to keep our minds dorsal.